I don't. My hair is very frizzy and it's not even curly or wavy. It's just crazy. So I do have to manage it. I do have to use heat. I am always on the lookout for a good product to use for air drying, but I read in an article one time that sometimes some people's hair just can't be air dried, and I think I'm starting to think I'm in that category. But anyway, let's use the curling iron. This is what I would do. So normally what I would do is I would use rollers or just clips. And once I curl my hair, I'll re-roll it up, clip it in, and I'll get that nice bombshell blowout look. I'm not gonna do that today. I am gonna use the no crease clips. I just want to show you how this curling iron in particular performs. So what I'll do first is I'll just put this half up. So normally I put my hair half up. I take about a 1-inch section, sometimes more, just depending on what look I want to do. Leave it for a while, and then I would spray it. But today we're just going to do a really quick and easy run through. I'm just going to do half of my hair, or half of my head rather, so we don't run out of time, because I do want to show you how these clips perform. A lot of people really just want to know, the questions they ask me is, how do I curl my hair? How do I use a flat iron to curl my hair? How do I use a curling iron in general? And the one thing I always tell them is that you just have to practice, and every look is different. So fortunately, we live in an age where you can just pop on YouTube or Instagram, and a lot of celebrity hairstylists, such as Danielle, post videos, sometimes full tutorials of the looks that they're doing. So it's really easy to just practice and recreate those looks. I do it all the time. So I want to show you the bangs. So the type of haircut I have now, they're not exactly curtain bangs, but I do have these short pieces. Well, I guess you could call them curtain bangs. I have these short pieces in front that go about down to my chin, and then I have face framing, and then the rest of my hair is just one length. So that's not a problem. But sometimes what I like to do is I'll just put rollers, like literally as like almost like a headband around my hair. So just these front pieces can stay in place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna curl this front section here. Not for too long, because of course these are shorter sections. Sometimes I move my curling iron around a little bit. Again, I don't need to keep it on as long with this iron, because it's just that good. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to comb this out a bit. I'm going to take a no crease clip, and I'm just going to stick it, it's hard to do this on camera, right here. So what is this going to do? So your hair is hot right now, obviously from the heat, and putting it in place, putting these clips in place is going to hold that shape. So I know sometimes you see bangs that have kind of almost, I call it like a wave, but it like goes up a little bit and then it cascades down. Basically, if you want volume in this section, let's say you wanted to do, I'll show you in a second. You can also use these clips to hold in some, to give your bangs some height, let's say. So for example, so you see even that little amount of time, this is already staying as is. So you don't have to do anything else basically, a little bit of hairspray and that's it. So let's say I wanted to do my bangs like this. Just going to give a little bit of heat one more time. Curl it under like this. Let that go. This flexible hairspray, I believe you can also get this on Verishop. I'm going to spray a little bit for a hold and leave that there for a bit, and you'll see that the volume will stay. So let me run through these if there's any questions. This is my first time doing anything live, so let me try to keep up with everyone. Yes, heat protectant. You want to try to keep your hair as healthy as possible. So heat protectants are not that expensive. Obviously, you can get ones that are more expensive. The one that I have is like $6 maybe, and it does the trick. So you definitely just want to keep that in mind, especially again if you're using high heat. Let me just take this. So I would leave this in normally longer, but as you can see, you can keep that volume there so you can get a little bit more of a dramatic look. Well, let me keep going. If anyone else has any other questions, please feel free to ask. Normally, if I just don't have any plans or aren't going anywhere, I will literally do the quickest run through, and this is the perfect one to do that with. It's just a great product. I guess other essential tools that we can talk about. Again, I love using hair rollers, another inexpensive product that you can use. I believe Verishop has some. I'll have to look that up for you guys. But again, I can't do a perfect blowout with a hair dryer. Tools such as these will be your friend if you can do that perfect blowout. But if not, the rollers are going to be essential tools in your kit. I forgot to mention, I'm not a professional hairstylist at all. I've never done any sort of schooling or anything like that. It was literally just a quarantine started thing to do. I just started doing videos on Instagram, little tutorials here and there. So anything that you guys see, any styles or any trends, I'm trying those at the same time that you guys are. So I am not the most professional. My hair doesn't always come out perfect on the first go around. So I'll try my best on these live streams, but you know, these are just tools and products for the everyday person. So these are the ones that I love working with and recommend because they actually work. You know, some professional hairstylists can work with products because they know the little nuances of how they work. But products such as these T3, I mean, just the performance is just there. It just does what you want it to do. I've always seen these around. I know they're a little pricey, but again, you have the discount today. I would definitely take advantage of it. And also, of course, the PS Danielle products as well. Let me just see if I can do some curls for you, and then I'll comb them out with the, let's see, let me keep with this side. Definitely gonna need a mirror for next time. Let me just do this quick. I have a hair dryer from T3 as well that I can show you guys one day. Again, my hair is very temperamental, I'll say. So I do need a bit of a punch of heat and power when I want to style it. And especially now that it's summertime, I really need heat to control the humidity. Um, so that's definitely another product that I need all the time. But you know, the basics that are in your kit, for example, let me show you this flat iron.